Merkaz HaCarmel, Hebrew, thorn uo circumflex u circumflex e gra thorn u, also called Carmel Merkazi, Hebrew, u circumflex e gra thorn u or in English, Carmel Center, is a neighborhood and cultural and recreation area on the slopes of Mount Carmel in Haifa, Israel. History. Until the mid-19th century, Mount Carmel was largely uninhabited, except for temporary accommodation of shepherds and hermits, because it was far from the coast and the walled old Haifa. Ownership of the land was divided between the state, the Carmelite order, and residents of the Arab village of Al-Tira, which is today the city of Tirat Carmel. The mountain became famous for its uneven road, known as the High Road, as opposed to the lower road now called Derek HaHagana. During the 19th century, the Carmelite order acquired estates in Stalamaris and Wadi Sayach. The German Templar settlement on Mount Carmel at the end of the 19th century marked the beginning of the development of the area. The purchase of land in the area by the IL just after the First World War led to the development of the area as a Jewish neighborhood surrounded by gardens, as it remains today. Merkaz HaCarmel today. Since the establishment of the State of Israel, the Merkaz HaCarmel neighborhood has become a prestigious residential area, with shopping centers and local businesses including many European-style cafes and several hotels and museums. Haifa Zoo was established in the early 1950s, near to the Ganheim Garden. The station Ganheim is the upper terminus of the Carmelit funicular subway system. The Carmelit was built in the late 1950s and runs down Mount Carmel from Merkaz HaCarmel to Paris Square in downtown Haifa. The Haifa Auditorium and the Haifa Cinematheque were built in the 1970s. The Lewis Promenade, built in 1992, runs adjacent with Yifnaf Street and offers striking views over the city of Haifa. Hotels, gardens, museums. The city of Haifa, led by Abba Hashi, purchased the former home of Friedrich Kisch, who lived there 1934-1939, on Hanassi Avenue, and established the Tikatan Museum of Japanese Art there in 1959. The Main Katz Museum houses the work of Emanuel Main Katz. Katz had lived and worked in Merkaz HaCarmel in his later years after being offered a building by Mayor Abba Hashi. After his death, he left his work and extensive collection of personal Jewish ethnography to the city of Haifa. In February 1962, the Moshe Tekles Museum of Prehistory was founded as a municipal museum. The museum displays prehistoric finds from archaeological excavations in Carmel, mostly from Nile Oren and Kabara Cave, and finds from underwater excavations of the Neolithic village of Atlat Yam, off the coast of Atlat. In 2012, the Munyo Gaitai Weinrod Architecture Museum opened in the studio in Hanassi Avenue, near the Cinematheque, where architect Munyo Weinrod lived and worked. Other buildings. In 1952, Haifa Zoo was established. In 1974, Haifa Auditorium was established in Merkaz HaCarmel, and in 1975, Haifa Cinematheque was established there. Lewis Promenade. In 1992, the Lewis Promenade was built along Yifnaf Street and runs from Hotel Naf to the Emperor's Monument, near to the entrance to the upper terraces of the Shrine of the Bab. The promenade was donated by Paul and May Goldschmidt, Haifa residents originally from South Africa, in memory of their son Louis, Ariel, who was killed in a car accident. The promenade is about 400 meters, 0.25 miles, in length and includes Gan Yifnaf and Nuuajuuel. The Goldschmidt family later contributed to the renovation of Haifa Zoo, including the provision of electric cars to provide accessibility for the disabled. At the far end of the promenade stands our monument to the 1997 Israeli helicopter disaster, in which 73 people were killed. Transportation. Merkaz HaCarmel is served by the Carmelitz Ganheim station. References.